Hey, what's up, guys, and everyone? I am just asking how many people want to see a second stimulus check, and will it actually happen? Will we actually see a second stimulus check? Now, I've been watching on some YouTubers, watching their YouTube streams, talking about, okay, what's the update? Will it be second stimulus check, or what's going on? So, from listening to the YouTubers, I have picked up that it's nothing has been passed. They've been talking about it, and but the question is, what do you think of getting a second stimulus check? Do you think that it will help us thrive? Will it help you thrive? Do you think it's necessary? Maybe you think it's not necessary. Now, I mean, I'm not opposed to having a stimulus check, but if it doesn't get passed, this is my proposal: is giving people jobs. Giving people jobs. That's my proposal if it doesn't pass. Now, a lot of people probably are like, okay, we want it to pass, like they should pass it. But you know, this is another proposal that I think that would probably be brilliant. Is so you give people their stimulus. Let's say you give them a second stimulus check, right? And let's say they start working, right? Let's say they get a job, they start working again. Once they get a couple paychecks here and there, and then maybe stop the stimulus after you get back to work and a couple of paychecks that will get you to help you get by. Then you can probably stop the stimulus check on that person because they're stable again. They are they got back to work. They got a couple paychecks, and now they really like that's just a proposal here. And then you know but again, that's just a proposal thing. If just to give us something to get us back on our feet. You know, like I'm a college student, and I'm not working. I'm not even working at all. Applying to some places, and student loans. Usually at the end of the year or at the end of the semester, usually you're probably low on what you have. And my case is like with the stimulus check. Man, it's nice to get the stimulus check. But also you gotta have house security, as in, okay, you gotta have a continuous income coming in. Because if you don't have a continuous income, it can be pretty scary, right? Like not having that continuous income. So that's why it's important to have a job. It's important to. So that's why at the end of the school year, I gotta take no more student loans up, and you know, uh, so I'm just getting a job. That's a priority. Is getting a job. When the state opens up to get a job because I can't donate plasma no more. I got terminated from donating plasma, so I cannot donate plasma no more. Kind of sad, but you know, um, people need a people need a way to pay their things. Be able to pay their bills, food, maybe their phone. You know, and you know, that's what a job. That's what when we have a job. That's what a job will do. You work the job, you get your paycheck, you pay your bills, you wait for the next 2 weeks or the week or how many times a month that you get paid, and you pay those bills. But when you're not working and you don't have a continued income, and whatever you have, you're like, okay, I got to have this last me. How am I going to make this last me, or how am I going to make this $500 last for the rest of the month? You know, you gotta be thinking, because if we spend it all on this and that, it's gonna run out fast, right? Now, I'll be honest. I order out to eat. I like going out to eat, as in ordering out pizza. I order from Burger King or Uber Eats. And let me tell you, like it gets expensive. And even like if you're doing it all the time, probably what I have it probably won't last me for like probably a month. I know I make broken a month. But if I spend my money wisely, like go to the store And what I do, I just, with the coronavirus, more the cases going on, you're like, okay, do I want to risk going out and getting food? People that might, you might have run in contact with someone and then they spread it, So, well, it's really about being wise about what you have. Like, I'm not complaining. I believe that God will provide, even if the second stimulus check doesn't come. It'd be nice if it does, but if it doesn't, I trust God that He's going to provide. Some way, somehow, that God will provide, and that I will have a job again. I don't know when. I don't know what job I will have. You know, but God is the provider, and He will provide. You know, um, God's the provider, and with that said, I trust God, whether it's the stimulus check, another stimulus, or a job. And another stimulus checks will be nice, but even if I don't get the stimulus check, a job, because I have enough to last me for maybe a month or two, probably a month, depending on how I can try to spend the money wisely of what I have left. But if I get a job sooner and I have a this finances money to last me for the month, well then that job, it would help. So I wouldn't even worry about the stimulus check. If I got a job and and what I have left in my checking account, I won't even rely. I won't care if I didn't get a second stimulus check. It's nice to get a second stimulus check, and you know um, when you're not working, it's like, oh, that'll be nice. But even if you don't, if you are working, or maybe you get a job and you're making money, and you're stable, right? You're stable. You're like, I don't care if I don't get one or not. But for people that are not stable, that had jobs, they don't have a job, or and it's hard to have, and they don't really, they're not working with very little. Like getting a second stimulus check would be nice. Be nice to help you get on your feet, to help you get on your feet. And be able to really pay for things. People have families. Some people don't just have the living by themselves. They have big families. They have to feed 4 or 5, 6 people or 10, and they're probably like, how am I gonna feed if I'm not working? How am I be able to feed these people? And that's what it comes down to is second stimulus check. Like, it'd be nice, even not. I mean, even getting like a food voucher, or even getting like I don't know if they have food checks, but food checks to help people with food. That you can like write a letter, or like they send you whatever you need, like paper expenses. Be like, okay, you write down what you need, and then you send it to the Congress, or you send it to wherever, and then they approve it, and then they will get you what you need. Whether food, whether it's toilet paper, whether if it's rent, that that would be covered. And the stimulus check, like, I'm not complaining. Whether if it was $1,200 to $1,000 a month, $1,200, or even something is better than nothing. Like, even if it's not 1,200, even if it's only like 500 a month, or something's better than nothing. So that's what I'm leaving you with here. I have my oven on. I'm making a pizza, but I just want to read something here. On en/2020/0506/ and then the underscore thing, sports on /1588762 109 and then underscore 64 0594.html. It says, the next steps. It says for a second stimulus check to materialize, legal representatives from both sides of the political divide will need to come together to agree on future steps. These meetings are expected to take place over the next few days and set to be instrumental in determining if a second stimulus check is issued or not, and whether or not there may be any future stimulus checks. So, kind of getting some information, to you guys that I'm reading, that I'm getting information when I search here on Google. See, trying to find some sites, that have some information. And then it says the second paragraph is on the bottom, actually towards the bottom, where it says next steps. The economic impacts, that's what the economic impact payments, as entitled by the IRS, are worth up to $1,200 for individuals or $2,400 for married couples, plus $500 for each qualifying child. So that's, if you have like 4 childs, I'm thinking about it. 20, so put the zeros on there, So be looking, really, that'd be good, like, I'm just an individual. I don't have no kids here, but if you're a married couple and you have a child, 2 childs, 500, that's like 1,000. You have 4, 500,000, 1,500. I think that'd be almost like 2,000. I don't know, but it'd be like around the grounds. For each qualifying child, the United States has registered the highest number. Okay, that's the highest number. That part is just really like that's related to COVID-19 virus in the world. Over 70,000 people haven't succumbed to the virus. Let's go ahead and see how to say that here. SUCC. And then I was gonna show you, trying to, see from the president's words himself, try to succumb. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, it means fail to resist pressure, temptation, or some other negative force. He has become the latest to succumb to the strain. All right. Then they have, I think it's similar, or they have also like synonyms, I think, or whatever. Similar, they have yell, given, give away, submit, surrender, capitulate, given. All right. Anyways, so that's the cases are increasing. Well, they were increasing. On the deaths, it's just it's sad. About that increasing, or but really want besides that, I mean, keep people safe is a priority too. Like, stay safe. Social distance, 6 feet away. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go to you know uh, another website. It's the same website, but this one is en.as.com/en/2020, and then has the date /5/6 other _sports /1588769/402_156419.html. I think it's L, or it's I by L. But anyways, it talks about the tax cuts, and according to this website, it's talking about Donald Trump is planning to cut taxes in an effort to reinvigorate the American economy. According to the New York Times, not going to look up every word that I see here if I can't pronounce it, but the U.S. has already set out millions of stimulus checks to its citizens, within 26 million of them losing their jobs during the coronavirus pandemic. And that's, for many people losing 26 million of them losing jobs. That's a lot, you know. Like, you know, we got to get our economy back up and running, but we can't do it fast. You know, we got to be conscious. We got to be smart about it. You know. Let me go ahead and put this here. And I don't have no pizza in the oven. I have the pizza oven on, but no pizza in the oven. So I'll put that in a little bit. Reinvigorate. Okay, that's reinvigorate here. All right. The American economy, according to the New York Times, has already set out millions of stimulus checks to, which I just read, to its citizens, with 26 million of them losing their jobs during the coronavirus pandemic. Now it says now the second paragraph says that there has also been another round of stimulus checks in May, mentioned as a possible. Now it says mentioned as a possible. But then it talks about, you know, Trump wants to cut taxes to limit government spending and seek to increase support of the economy through in a different manner. Now, from Trump's words, we are not doing anything without a payroll tax cut. You know, Trump said in a Fox News interview that aired on Sunday. Now, I'm just reading this to you here on the website. The president of the U.S. I'm just subtitled. The president of the United States says he wants to, and then okay, doesn't. That's not. There's got to be more to that paragraph. It goes in the next paragraph saying no more spending has really become a rally crying of the net right, says Stephen Moore, and an informal advisor to Mr. Trump. We've done the spending, it didn't work, and now we need to try something else. There is going to be a civil war in Congress over this. Now, I'm just reading this out here. Now, I'm going to read to this part here in the article that says the problem with the idea, which would it include capital gains tax cuts, suspend payroll taxes, manufacturing tax incentive, well, all help business owners and investors for the most part, and not those out of work and in need of help. The lack of taxes will also see less public money. Now, Len Burnman, I'm just reading this to you guys on this website I'm on. A fellow at the Urban Institute and a professor at Syracuse University said it is a terrible idea. That's from Len Burnman. I'm just reading this here. The main problem with the proposal is that it would go to the people who least need help. No, I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna stop right there. It should go to people that need the help. You know, and a lot of people that are out of jobs, we all need the help. Like most of us, you know, unless you have a lot of saved up, you have a lot of savings saved up, you know. But everyone, you know, having some help would be nice. You know, it's you know, Berman. I think Berman ad. It seems like you're deliberately targeting to people who are in the best situation, the ones who are still working. Now, the people that are not working, they should go to those people that are not working, that, you know, been laid off or whatever, or you're just not working and, you know, trying to get a job and, or maybe got laid off. You know, the people that are not, that need it the most, even like struggling families, you know, maybe their job doesn't pay enough, but there's always opportunity to try to get a better job, even if you have to go to college to get a degree and to find a job that pays well. Now, according to the article, it says Trump has predicted a swift bounce back of the economy, but public forecasters think the recession is set to devastate the world for a long time to come. Now, this is not my words. I'm reading something that was on an article when I typed in what the president thinks, I think, about the stimulus check. Now, go back. right. Oh yeah, second wave. No, actually, a second wave of stimulus checks. I think that's what I put here. Now, even oh yeah, I did put Trump's word on second stimulus check. I think I put that in the Google and then it gave me some things sites. You know, but yeah. So that's all I have for actually to report. Not report, but kind of just let you guys know the information, what's going on, and you know, I saw from one on one YouTube's page. He was reading about what the Forbes says, and actually, the Forbes or Forbes, it's actually right. It's actually right here, actually on Google. When I backed out here, he was talking about how relevant that the title is because of the title. It says Saudi Republicans refuse to badge on the second round of stimulus checks. Now, if we go towards the bottom of this, see, says right here, I think Republican reality check, credited in the chief only had nose to mix with his comments on the subject. Asked on April 6th if he would consider a second round of direct payments, Trump said we could very well do a second round of direct payments, adding that it is absolutely under serious consideration. Trump has since moved on to his new flavor of the week, payroll tax cuts, telling a Fox News viral town hall on Sunday, I want to see a payroll tax cut on both sides. Very strong one because that's going to really put people to work. Really put really put people to work. For what it's worth, most mainstream economists like Bessie Stevenson and Justin Welfare strongly disagree. So but I guess at the top of the article says sorry Republicans refused to budge on second round of stimulus checks. But I heard someone else's YouTube, they're saying that was irrelevant of them saying, oh, that it contradicts in some of their paragraphs or the last paragraph or whatever, oh that title. But that's all I'm gonna be that's all I'm probably gonna all I have right now here. Probably gonna eat my pizza, probably watch a movie or something like that. Here, so you guys know about the People Act. You heard of that? So, well, I think yes, another payment would be incredibly impactful. Before that paragraph, it says no, there is not growing. There is not growing support for a second stimulus payment, and that's like a subtitle. But then they say yes, another payment would be incredibly impactful. The first round of stimulus payments, $1,200 for individuals, $2,400 for those filing jointly, and $500 for each qualified independent child was crucial for many Americans. It wasn't enough. A Bankrate survey found that 55% of respondents anticipated that economic impact payments would sustain them for less than 3 months. Another survey conducted by Simply Wise in mid-April not only reinforced this point, but also underscored the predicament many Americans are in. 63% responded that they would need another stimulus check within 3 months. And that could be true that many people, need that stimulus check, within that 3 months. Now, there's a lot of confusion, I guess. That's just I talk about. There's a lot of confusion about second stimulus check, and I think I've read most of the paragraphs here. Yeah, tax cuts. So, just about the tax cuts here. So Trump was talking about the tax cuts. Now, my question is, how much of the tax cut? Like when we get our checks, that we always get tax on our checks, right? If you pay taxes, you know that before you get your check, what you made, you get some of that token out, and then you get your net pay. So you actually, yes, you got paid this, but you're actually getting this much. So The Bible talks about, give to what's God is God's, pay to what Caesar is Caesar. So if they tax it, as long as you're still getting enough. Like if they want to tax it, then tax it. But just don't like trying to grab 85% and tax it. But if it gets taxed so well, I mean, you think about it, maybe then you probably could claim it on your taxes too. Like if they tax it, I don't know, but I think if they taxed it and you can claim that on your taxes, but then it's like, would you get like a W-2, or would you get like a W form, or like a 1080, 1090? I don't know, but all right, I'm gonna sign off here. But it's nice talking to you all, being live. And yeah, just write down your comments below. What do you think of the stimulus check, second stimulus wave, some stimulus check, or the second wave? Write your comments below. Just let me know your thoughts, or what you think of. You know, should we get another one, like second wave? Yes, I agree with that, Jerry. Or like, no, I don't think we should get another one. I think we need more. I think we just need people to get jobs back working. Job security. I agree. Job security is good. To having paycheck, continual income. Continual income is good. So I don't disagree with you there. So, but we'll see you guys next time I go live. And I've been doing a lot of my videos of 5M, or LIP, LSPDFR, which is on 5M. So it's like a role play, police role play kind of like reality. You just can buy a GTA 5 game and Steam. That's all I did, and then you download 5M, and then there you go. So, but with that said, we'll see you guys. You guys have a good night, and God bless. Peace. I end this video. There it is. It's on the bottom. Peace.